try to pull something out of me for the future, you're welcome to try. But we can talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Elisa, what's on your mind? What should we start with?
So sometimes, this whole concept of time and not having a lot of it and or enough of it. There's a looking for your water. Okay.
I was going to take this moment while you're talking.
All right, you're properly hydrated.
deal with
we
my
are
parched mouth.
we are good. A lot of things have a tendency to sneak up on me. And one of the things that kind of snuck up on me was it is Sunday the 28th. The Grammy Awards are tonight.
Oh, wow.
And
that's tonight.
Yeah, that's tonight. Right?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Usually I expect these things around mid-February, but okay, fine. Last Sunday in January. The Grammy Awards are tonight. And I was sort of thinking, I'm a musician, and I'm always interested in seeing kind of how people enjoy music and what kinds of music they enjoy. And I was like, I don't think I know what kind of music you like.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So this is going to sound lame, but I like everything. No, here's the thing. There is a category I don't tend to listen to a lot of, and that's country music.
Okay.
But I will say there are some country songs that I do appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at I'm going to bring up Spotify right now.
There you go.
Let's look at my
All right.
playlists. And the last search I did was for a song from the 80s from a band called Missing Persons called Walking in L.A.
Oh.
Have you heard that? They were a new wave band. And Nobody Walks in L.A. That's the song. Okay, so my playlist, let's see. I've got Christmas Classics Non-Religious. There
Cool.
are 50 songs in this playlist.
All right.
I have a
Seasonal
playlist
jams.
titled Magic. There are 100 songs from Steppenwolf's Magic Carpet Ride to Coldplay singing Magic to let's see, Heart Magic Man. That's from the 70s. Little Kim Magic Stick. Huh? Right? This is an eclectic playlist, but every song has a magic theme to it.
That's fantastic.
Not all songs have the word magic in it. For example, I have from the Cinderella original motion picture soundtrack, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Oh, naturally.
Right. There's all kinds of wild, great
A little
stuff in
Cab
here.
Calloway, I Put a Spell on You.
Yeah, that's in
All
here.
right, all
I
right,
do
good.
have that. Yes.
Just making sure.
There's lots of, from This Magic Moment to Magic Bus from The Who. I have 3 as a magic number.
Wow.
But I have the Blind Melon version. I don't know if you know, like in the 90s, some alternative bands did remakes of all the old Schoolhouse Rock songs. But I have some other things like Donovan, Season of the Witch, and Pinball Wizard from The Who, and Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered from Ella Fitzgerald. It's a classic. Stevie Wonder, Superstition.
Oh, duh.
Okay, that's a long playlist. We don't have to get into it. Let's see.
I'm a sucker for a themed playlist.
I've got
so
a bunch of little
this.
playlists for magic acts. Like I've got a Randy Cube playlist. There's 2 tracks in there for this routine I do with the Rubik's Cube. Lindsay Benner's Tiki Act is on here for some reason. I've got Room Load for our theater, the Peacock Theater. Let's see. That has AC/DC Thunderstruck.
Nice.
Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling. Tonight's gonna be a good. And then Start Me Up.
Oh,
from
natch.
Rolling Stones, right? So this is like get the room ready kind of music. I have a different Load Room playlist, and I've got 218 songs Nerdvana Coffee Housed.
Oh.
I was trying to do a playlist for Nerdvana Coffee, and I've got all kinds of shit in here from Ed Sheeran to Jack Johnson, the kind of stuff you'd think about playing in a coffee house. I've got Scott Bradley. Do you know who Scott Bradley is?
I don't.
Postmodern Jukebox.
Oh, nice.
Scott Bradley covers modern songs with a very, almost like a older feel to it, So I recommend listening to their take on Iggy Azalea's, what is it? What's that? What's the big
Fancy?
Yes.
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 You already know.
It sounds like a 1920s swing song.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's amazing. I've got Crosby, Stills and Nash. I've got the Hamilton soundtrack.
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
I've got a whole karaoke playlist.
Ooh, okay. What is your signature karaoke song?
I've got a few that are go-to for me. But lately, the David Lee Roth version of "I'm Just a Gigolo."
Oh.
I'm just a gigolo.
Why am I
and
not
everywhere
surprised?
I go, people passing by say.
That's fantastic.
I've got 95 songs from the Beastie Boys. I've got 112 songs from They Might Be Giants. I've got 36 Elvis songs. I've got a reggae playlist with
Your
60
tastes
songs
are
in it.
eclectic.
I've got a doo-wop playlist with 112 songs from the 50s and the 60s.
Look at that.
I've got classic rock. I've got rock. I've got old school hip hop. This is old school. Cars That Go Boom by LaTrim. King of Rock, Run DMC.
Okay,
Rappers Delight, of course.
Well,
Sugar Hill Gang. Paid in Full. That's Eric B. and Rakim. Straight Out of Compton.
This
Boys
is
in the Hood, of
good
course.
stuff.
Going back to Cali. Rock the Bells from LL Cool J, of course. Rock
fantastic.
the House from DJ Jazzy Jeff. I performed that live at the Duke Nukem Forever launch party. We had DJ Jazzy Jeff
No.
playing live at the launch party. I performed Rock the House live with my buddy Greg Civiello from high school. I did the beatbox. He did the part
Oh my gosh.
he did the part of the Fresh Prince. And of course, Jazzy Jeff was Jazzy Jeff. So it was pretty sick.
That's
I've got
fantastic.
The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash, White Lines, Sir Mix-a-Lot,
I mean, Natch.
Salt and Pepper.
It's a classic.
Bismarcky.
Mm-hmm.
This is old school.
This is good stuff.
Old school hip hop.
This is good and like a very eclectic mix
Yeah,
from
I told
you.
you it's all over the place.
This is
I've got
fantastic.
classical music. I've got piano. I've got a cocktail party playlist.
Oh, Natch.
You ought to be in pictures.
Oh.
Girl from Ipanema. Mac the Knife. Rosemary Clooney stuff. Peggy Lee stuff. Frank Sinatra. Billie Holiday. Dean Martin. All that crap.
So you have all sorts of classics.
Like
That's
literally
fantastic.
I've got a Motown playlist. 61 Motown classics from I Want You Back to My Girl to Baby Love.
One of these days, you're going to have to start sharing this gold on your Twitter account so we can jam out with you.
I've got a playlist called Badass Guitar Riffs.
Oh, I'm going to need to...
The opening song
Yeah.
is Seven Nation Army.
Yes.
Right?
All right.
Number 2 is E-Pro from Beck. You know that?
Yes. One of these days, we're going to have like a game show where we
Ram Jam's
play
Black
stuff.
Betty. I've got some Gorillas
Just
in
identify
here.
it.
Some Fat Boy Slim. I've got Cake, The Distance.
That is an excellent song. That is an excellent song.
So that's just basically if you've got a badass guitar riff in your song, you're
Cool.
in that playlist. It's all over the place.
That's really cool, though.
And I do have a Johnny Cash playlist, so I betrayed my comment earlier about country because he's a little bit country, even if I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah. Now,
so that is all over the place.
It is all over the place.
Did I sufficiently answer your question?
It really does because
Oh my God.
there's some people are kind of lean one genre or another, and some folks can be like, no, well, this is my favorite band, and this is just how I roll. But you are eclectic, the very definition of eclectic.
Yeah.
In terms
I
of your
didn't even
taste.
get into the classic rock playlist, but I got all kinds of good shit in there from Led Zeppelin to Queen to frickin' Janis Joplin. That goes all over the place. I've been listening to a lot of Led Zeppelin lately.
Yeah.
I love Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I love Led Zeppelin. And you know who else I've been listening to?
Who?
Greta Van Fleet. Do you know who these kids are?
I've heard a couple of their tunes, and I know why they are in the same conversation as Led Zeppelin, because it almost seems like The Return.
They're channeling that. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Right on. Yeah.